Hey guys! Okay. Well, I got a lot to talk about, guys. I want to talk about today, what happened today in the mail route. The reason I didn't get the video out tonight, which tonight is Friday night. Hopefully I'll get it out tomorrow night. And I did make a post on YouTube about it, so hopefully y'all read it, y'all saw it. But so I'll just tell you the story. So I went to the post office, I sorted the mail, got loaded up, and started my route. And I hadn't gone more than maybe a half mile from the post office, and I felt this rough riding in the car. I was like, I just know I got a flat tire. So I got out, and sure enough, I had a flat tire. So, long story short, I drove the car home, which wasn't far, and I changed the tire. I put a donut tire on, because that's all I had. And so I continued with my route. I went, and most of my route is out in the country. It's very little of it is in town, like maybe not even 5%, you know. And so once I was out in the country in the middle of nowhere, the donut tire went flat. And out here on these gravel roads, they have this scorio. It's these little flat, sharp rocks. And if you don't have a good tire, it'll just pierce a hole in it. It destroyed that. It just destroyed that donut tire. I mean, you know, I was riding the rim, and so I was like, no, what I'm gonna do? I mean, you know, I'm stranded. Like I'm screwed. And I was like, okay. So I called my brother, and him and his wife and his kids, they're all at their jobs. They can't get away. And I was like, wow, what am I going to do now? So I called my boss, and she couldn't help me either. And so I said, well, don't give up. I said, I know a lot of people. Some way, somehow, we're going to figure out something that, some way, somehow, I'm going to get some help. Somehow. So just hang tight. So I called a few people, and finally I got a local rancher's number through about 2-3 people calling. And call so-and-so, call so-and-so, call so-and-so. And one guy said, you should call a guy by the name of Smith. And he's actually on my route. And I had just met him like last week. He's a very nice guy. And so I called him and told him where I was sitting at, which wasn't very far from his ranch. And so then, before he gets there, well, I'm parked on the road, and over here in the field is this big pasture here with all these cows and calves out there. There's some ranchers herding the cows, you know, 2, 3, 4-wheelers with some dogs are herding the cows, you know. I don't know where they're gonna do some branding or what they were gonna do, but they were you know, herding them back to the big pen. And one of the 4-wheelers pulled up, and it was a guy by the name of Kruger. His last name is Kruger, and he knows I have my 4-ways on, my flashers, and he thought maybe there was something wrong, and so he pulls up there, and anyway, he asked what was wrong. I told him, you know, and just like that, while I was talking to Kruger, Smith pulls up, and the 3 of us start talking. And Smith says, "I'll take your tire, and I'll take it home in my shop, and I'll patch it." And Kruger says, "You can park your car down by my shop until you come back from Smith's place, and then once I get my tire patched, I'll bring it back and put it in the car." And so that's what I did. We went over, and you know, Smith, he patched it on the inside, you know, and his equipment was a lot older. It took longer and stuff, and but we got it done. And so I jumped in my car, and I drove to Halliday, and I knew that the mechanic at the shop in Halliday had ordered 2 new tires for me. He ordered them. I don't know what kind they were, but there were tires that were extra tough or extra plies or whatever to make it longer on the gravel roads and stuff. And so I picked those up, threw in the back of the car, drove 28 miles to Beulah, and had my mechanic there put those new tires on the front, and then I drove back and I continued my mail route, and I got done at 6 o'clock tonight with my mail route. But I did get done. So that was my day today. I had quite an interesting day. 2 flat tires one day. I think that's enough for me. I had my fill. So that's why I'm late tonight. That's why I'm gonna edit my video tonight, and then tomorrow after my mail route, I'll post it. And next week, my nephew is coming out to visit me from Montana. So I will be working next week. My nephew's coming out. I won't be able to get the video. I just know I won't. So I'm taking next week off. It's the 4th of July. And I'm just going to take it off. But then the following week I'll be back with probably 2 videos to make up for lost time. So that's the plan. My nephew's going to come out on the Thursday, July 2nd next week. And I can't wait. We have a bunch of stuff planned. I'll be filming it and stuff, you know. We're going to go see the Medora musical. They say it's the greatest show in the West. They have been performing there in the Burning Hills Amphitheater since 1965. They do it like 6 days a week, I think, from first part of June to about middle of September. They have singing and dancing cowboys and cowgirls. They have live horses on the stage. They have all kinds of action. They have cowboys riding horses on stage, shooting their pistols. They have big cannons shooting off. They have, just tons of stuff. They have a tribute to Teddy Roosevelt. They're very patriotic. It's a really cool show. And it's an amphitheater. It's built into the hill. It's all on the outside. And anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to go to Kildare puts on a good 4th of July PRCA rodeo. So we're going to go to that. Maybe even go to a parade, whatever, I don't know for sure. But we're going to do a bunch of cool stuff and just hang out. So I'm sure there'll be lots of footage for that. Good morning. That is how you fry some eggs, real quick. That's my breakfast. I got toast in my vintage toaster over there. Get out of here, fly. And that's my breakfast. So, welcome back to this week's video, guys. Episode 18, I believe. And we're gonna have some farm fresh eggs for breakfast. Let's go eat. Hey, look what I found. He's camera shy. He doesn't like to be in my camera. Let's go grill that baby. Well, it's been a few weeks since I grilled, but actually it's kind of chilly tonight. I was surprised for that. It was kind of warm today. Figured it'd be warm tonight, but it's actually kind of chilly. So, ooh, fire in the hole. This side's almost done. This is almost ready to go. Yeah, she's done. Well, looks good. Look at that. That looks good. I'm hungry now. Pour my barbecue sauce. And let that baby cool off a little bit.
Throw off the rules like our shoes on the golden ground. Sway in the autumn leaves. You are beautiful when you look at me. Can you feel my love? Can you feel my love? Oh, 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 oh. Can you feel my love? Can you feel my Stay through the change, through the way that the colors turn. Dive in with me to the deep of the orange burn and lay in the autumn leaves. You are beautiful and you're all I need. Can you feel my love? Oh, 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 oh. Can you can you feel my love? Can you feel my love? Ooh, it's the fall.
What's up, buddy boy? Mm. Hey, I'm back. Well, after all that work, time for a little break with a bowl of pudding and a book I love reading. It's called Roy Rogers and the Rimrod Renegades. It's an old book. It's got red pages. It's beautifully illustrated, and I love it. So hang tight. I'm going to read me a few chapters while I relax and eat my pudding. And how you like my bookmark? Gunsmoke. Hey guys, guess what I'm gonna do? No, I'm not gonna poke myself in the neck. We're gonna go pick some rhubarb here. Let's go. Let's go pick some rhubarb. It's a nice summer evening, and these rhubarb need to get picked. I'm gonna take them over. Oh, wait, don't hit the... Oh, don't ever do that. Almost cut my head off here. See that? Clothesline. That's what happens when you don't look where you're going. Look at that. Big, long. That's what I like. Well, let's start chopping. That's a nice little bunch of rhubarb I caught there. I pulled it, I didn't catch it. Well, I'm gonna go to the neighbors and get theirs as well. The neighbor later said I could have some, so hopefully she'll have more than I do. And looks like she has some rhubarb. They are a little scarce, but they're more than what I had, so I'm gonna take them.